Hey everyone, it's Cheryl from Fuzion, and I am coming to you today in this brand new, beautiful, new 2023 from our Edmonton classroom at Nail Techniques. I wanted to start the year out right by getting back on track. I know we all have New Year's resolutions, and one of mine is definitely to get back to my YouTube channel and to talking to all of my Fuzion family. I think with everybody, I know myself included, with COVID and everything that's happened and how our industry's changing, I just find that it's just sometimes easier to just hide behind my hands. But I promised myself that I would get back to talking to you and connecting with you and helping you also get through and rebuild in 2023. I know there's a lot of challenges always in every year, no matter what they are, but I feel really great, and 2023 is going to be an awesome year. So why are we here? We wanted to start out the new year with something new and fun. And one of the largest growing lines in our Fuzion product line is definitely Fortify. For those of you that haven't tried Fortify, it is an amazing, amazing product. We have had so many incredible success stories of people who had their problem child clients that nothing would work, doing structured manis that are lasting 3 to 4 weeks, just some amazing results with Fortify, and it is definitely our #1 top seller from 2022. So we did the wedding collection in 2022, and we also did the color construct. And this year, starting out, we are doing a new set of neutrals. So I've developed 6 brand new colors in the construct formula. So these can be used for your structured manis. I'm gonna go through and do a little bit of a tutorial in this video because I feel like people are using our color construct and they're building with it. And as we get into more pigmented colored color construct, I'm gonna want you to do it a little bit different because we are seeing some curing issues. And I think we all know that the biggest challenge that every nail professional is, not maybe the biggest, but one of the biggest that the nail industry is facing right now is allergies. And I do not want you to become allergic to anything. Now, Fortify is not HEMA-free. However, we are working at bringing it to HEMA-free, but right now we are under the 35% acceptable level of HEMA. We're actually closer to 20%. So in this video, we're gonna take a look at a different way to use the color construct than you may have already been doing. We found we had some feedback from people, especially as we move into these more pigmented products, that we are seeing some curing issues, especially for people who are trying to build a lot of structure with the color. So it kind of actually brings me back to when we had our color products in Fuzion, where we were building with color. It's kind of funny how everything comes full circle, right? With these color constructs, I want you to actually encapsulate them between the clear construct. So I actually, like I said, I traveled to Edmonton yesterday, crazy flight delays, and I wanted to do this video here, and I had my nails all done. I was like, yay, and then this morning I broke one. So I thought, you know what a better opportunity than just to show you exactly how I'm using these color constructs, and let's make sure that we're getting these properly cured so we are not having any uncured gel left on our clients. So that's enough of my babbling. Let's get to it. I'm gonna fix this nail with you, and then we're gonna look at how I am gonna apply that color construct to make sure it's properly cured, as strong as it can be, and gives me the best results for my clients. So let's take a quick look at how we're gonna work with these brand new 6 gorgeous color constructs. Okay, now let's take a look at these 6 brand new, beautiful color constructs. Now, I have a tiny little bit of a admission. I filmed this whole thing yesterday after I filmed the part you just watched. And then I realized I not only filmed it in the wrong direction, but I also missed 3/4 of it because my phone has just been randomly not recording things. So my lovely sister-in-law and one of the head, what did you call yourself, Joanne?
Every woman.
She is Whitney. She is every woman. Joanne does all the things here at the Edmonton warehouse and at Nail Techniques in Edmonton. She also runs Coco and Claire here for the fulfillment. So she is every woman. So she had one broken nail. So I commissioned her to come in today with me so we could refilm this. So stay tuned. We are going to be doing actually a full 5 fingers with the new construct. So let's just take a look at the 6 brand new colors, and then we're gonna get busy and finish Joanne's nails. All right, so we're gonna start off with the two colors that we're actually gonna do on Joanne. See, I already fixed my nails because, you know, and I also decided to go coffin. I was like, hey, why not? Anyway, so in this new Construct set, we have got 3 colors that have beautiful metal foil leaf in them, which is so cool. It's something new. And then we have 3 solids. So we're gonna start with the grays, and this one is iced. And it's beautiful. It's got a beautiful silver foil leaf in it. It's a little bit translucent. So on Joanne, because we wanted to do something fully opaque, I actually am gonna do 1 coat of Earl Grey and 1 coat of iced. So anyways, that's iced. Then we have Earl Grey. So Earl Grey is this beautiful, just flat toned gray. And this one is probably about 2 coats, I would say, to get this opacity. And again, we don't want to be floating with these color constructs. We want to be using them as our base and then putting the clear over top if we need any structure. Then we have caramel sprinkles. Now this one's really, really cool. And I just want to show you what they look like in the bottle. So they do have a little bit of texture. You're gonna wanna brush them out, and you're gonna see when I do Joanne's nails that I actually take a little detail brush because we are filming backwards. I admit it. We've already done the nails and now I'm filming this behind. But I took a little detail brush and just moved those pieces around so that they were exactly where I wanted. So that's a really pretty nude with a gold flake. Then we've got Latte. Now Latte is kind of like a blushy nude. That's what we're gonna call it. We're gonna call it a blushy nude. It's really pretty, really neutral, which everybody's loving the neutrals. I don't see that changing anytime soon. So excited that we have these to add to our Fortify lineup. These color constructs are a higher pigment level, so again, that's why we want you to paint them on and use them as your color base. But even just 1 coat of color construct and then gloss, which is what I wore actually over top of my soft gel tips for quite a while, gives you such strength. So this is different than gel polish. Then we've got Extra Hot. And Extra Hot is this really pretty purpley mauve with like a rose gold. Oh, and obviously we've already gucked on the side. That was probably me when I was doing my swatches. I'm gonna clean that up because again, we don't want to get this, no skin contact. Anyway, beautiful pink leaf in this one with the purple. And that's that one. My mom has this on right now, and first time she saw it, she was like, yes, that one is for me. Hang on, always take that time to just clean that bottle up and get rid of any uncured gel that you might come into contact with. You're gonna see a lot of focus on Fuzion on our social media, on our academy coming up, all about how to stay safe. Then the one that I have on, which is kind of a favorite, I don't know, I'm loving it, is this one is the Chai. So Chai is this really nice, almost like a dusty rose kind of a, yeah, it's like a dusty rose, kind of a darker neutral nude. And on this one, I just added a coat of sparkle. I can't remember what it was. I'm gonna have to look and see if I can put it in the comments. But I just added a little, because it's holidays, I thought, why not? And again, these are soft gel tips with 1 coat of Chai. This is just 1 coat, the Chai and actually the Latte. Actually, all 3 of these cover like so well. So 1 coat, and then I built over top with Construct. I self-leveled, I flipped, and I don't even have gloss on these. I literally just have them as they are. So those are the 6 brand new colors launching today. I know it's January 2nd and everybody's like, but it's kind of a holiday, but you know what? We're open, we're here. I wanted to start the year off right, and I thought, you know what? It's a Monday, which is always when we release. I didn't want to wait a whole other week. So now let's get busy and fix Joanne's nails and show you how to use these beautiful new color constructs. So we have gone ahead and we have prepped Joanne's nails. I did fix her one little boo-boo nail with a lovely soft gel tip. And we are going to now go in and we're gonna do a structured gel mani. Now, what she had on before, do you wanna just show us, Joanne, what your before is? Yes, beautiful. We had a lot of black to remove. It was so fun. And her nail tech did such an amazing job that all the black was like right in, like beautifully, like not on the skin, but like just in there. It was beautiful, but it was something to remove. And so we're gonna go in and we're gonna work with these new constructs as color base instead of building. So I have gone in and removed the majority of Joanne's gel. You can see that if we look on the side, I'm just gonna tilt her. I've taken out any of her structure. She's still got a little bit left, but I don't wanna totally take her down to nothing. But she's pretty much natural nail all the way here. And I've gone ahead and applied 2 coats of Bond on Joanne, actually, because she's always been a bit of a problem child. Actually, I think we developed problem child with you in mind. Yes. Yes. So now I'm going to come in and I'm going to use the Earl Grey. So Joanne is a big fan of gray, and so we're going to give her Earl Grey 1 coat with iced. Now I could just go in with iced, but here's why I'm going to layer, is because Joanne just already does have a bit of structure and gel on, so I don't want to just go in and have to build this up to get opacity because it's got that flake in it. So I'm going to do 1 coat of the Earl Grey and 1 coat of iced. Now I could also choose, if I was on completely natural nail and just doing a structured mani, I would go in first with a coat of our clear construct because I would want that down on the natural nail. Just like when we used to encapsulate builder color, we're doing a very similar thing where we are making sure that we have product down on the natural nail before we put it down. Did that make sense? Product down before we put it down. Yeah. Joanne's looking at me like, you're crazy. All good. So I'm just going to make sure I get a nice coat from cuticle to free edge. It was quite cold in the classroom this morning, so we actually heated it up in our shirts, and that worked really well. It did. And you can see that I can still see through it a little bit. It's not completely opaque, which is what I want. It's actually because we warmed it up that it's going on a little bit thinner. So if you're finding that you're working like in these cold winter months, if your room is quite cold, I mean, you could put it in your bra or put it on a warm surface, and that's gonna help just to loosen it up a little bit. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that to all 5 of her nails. All right, so now that you can see, I've got a nice, beautiful thin coat of the Earl Grey on all of Joanne's nails. Made sure I got it from cuticle to free edge. This is basically like a slip layer, so you wanna make sure that you get it on with as much accuracy as you can. So as you can see with these beautiful little pieces of metal, they're almost like metal foil. Sometimes you get one that'll just kind of stick in the wrong spot. So I'm just taking a detail brush and I'm just moving that over. If you really want to get really fussy with it and you have a specific pattern in mind, you can get in there with your detail brush and break up and move around those foils. I kind of like the randomness of just painting them on. And this is such a gorgeous look. It just literally looks like cracked ice. Okay, so now we've got 1 coat of Earl Grey and iced applied, nice thin coats. We've got really good coverage actually. And if we wanted to go back in, like if you had a spot where you're like, oh, I can see through a little bit, you could absolutely go back in and just touch it up. But I'm happy with this. I think it looks nice. Yeah. So we're gonna go in now and we're gonna take a look at what structure we need. Now, we don't need a ton. Honestly, with the Fortify, I find that we don't need nearly as much building up as with traditional hard gel. And because we're not doing this on super long nails, like this is not a solution for somebody who wants their nails really, really long. I'm gonna go in now though with the clear construct, and I'm just gonna do that same little slip layer. And then I'm going to take a really good look at my side view. So I'm going to look, hopefully you can see this in the camera, but I'm going to look at my sides all the way across to see how much structure I want to build. And I'm going to just come in, that's too much. And I'm just going to place it in that little middle centerpiece. Little middle centerpiece. Did that make any sense? Probably not. And as you can see, it literally just melts into itself. So let's take a look just with application at our shine line. I think it's almost, yep, it's really, really perfect. So what I still want to do though is I still want to flip upside down, making sure that the nail is actually flipped perfectly vertical. Sometimes your client will flip and they'll still be kind of on an angle. You want to make sure that you've got that nice vertical flip. And then we'll take a look again. And I'm gonna get her to freeze cure that because I'm really happy with that. I'm not even gonna have to file. I'm just gonna shorten a little bit, maybe take a look. I might have the odd little spot, but there's not a lot of filing at the end. And we're gonna do that same thing to all 5 nails. Okay, so I've gone ahead and done a 60-second cure, so a final cure on all of these nails. And now I just want to go through and take a really good look and make sure that my structure is sound. And I'm also going to file the free edge, just define her shape a little bit more. If I do have any spots that I just want to touch up, I do that at that time, and then I'll apply the gloss. Now, if I've done my job right, and for the most part, I can see that it's pretty good, I'm not going to even have to file any of these. I'm going to just detail perimeter, and as you can see, our clear construct is beautiful and shiny, so you don't even have to use the gloss. So we're going to go ahead off camera and just finish these up, and then we'll come back and take a look at the finished product. All right, so we went ahead and we finished. I did have to file this one a little bit, which is funny because this was my soft gel tip. I thought it was gonna be my easiest one, but it did end up being my nemesis a little bit. But these ones I did not file, and I can see a few little spots on my shine line where I probably could have, but I wanted to really show you how almost like completely perfect you can get them just with application. And 9 times out of 10, a client is gonna be really happy with this. I always laugh when I do my mom's nails because I'll put all the product on and I'll get it, and she'll be like, and I'll start filing, and she's like, why are you filing? It's like perfect. What are you doing? And I'm like, it's not perfect, but it's pretty darn close. So this is our finished product. We've moved Joanne from a hard gel into Fortify because she wears her nails quite short and because we wanted to show you. So we've got 1 coat of Earl Grey with the new iced. Again, working on making sure you are using those color constructs as your color underneath, not as your full build. And we use the clear over top. So for these ones are actually just with the clear shine, and this is the gloss. And I did put some lotion and some oil and stuff on them just to try to kind of get them all beautified up for our final shot. So if you have any questions, please feel free to message us on Instagram or to email us at Cheryl@nailfuzion.com. We're always here to help and to answer any questions. So this is the first in hopefully a series of videos that we're gonna do, or that I'm gonna do, and get back on track with YouTube and with my tutorials. Again, I hope you enjoy these new colors, and we'll see you in the next video.